नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो बेटिया। आई एम जेवियन डॉक्टर मीनाक्षी, assistant professor in Department of Kalaketantra, Faculty of Ayurvedic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. In today's session, we will discuss the staphylomas. What is staphyloma? They refer to a localized bulging of weak and thin outer tunic of the eyeball. Outer tunic of the eyeball means the cornea or sclera, lined by the uveal tissue which shines through the thinned out fibrous coat. Then the types of staphylomas, anatomically it can be divided into anterior, intercalary, ciliary, equatorial and posterior staphylomas. Here in this image you will able to see A, B and C and D. These are all the staphylomas of the sclera. Anterior to the A will be the anterior staphyloma. At A, there is intercalary staphyloma at the limbal region, and B is the ciliary staphyloma, and this C represents the equatorial staphyloma, and D represents the posterior staphyloma. What is anterior staphyloma? Anterior staphyloma is an ectasia of the pseudocornea. Pseudocornea is a scar formed from the organized oxidates and fibrous tissue covered with epithelium, which reverses after total sloughing of cornea with iris plastered behind it. It is called anterior staphyloma. Anterior staphyloma means the bulging of the cornea. Out of five of the staphyloma, only the anterior staphyloma occurs in the cornea, means the bulging of the weak cornea. That will be anterior staphyloma. When there is total sloughing of the cornea, then the scar is formed. After the scar formation, that scar which is formed is formed from the exudates and the fibrous tissue, and later on that is covered with the epithelium. This covering with the epithelium, and it will look like a cornea. That's why it is called a pseudocornea. But this is a weak scar tissue, and this weak scar will bulge out. The cornea will, there will be bulging of this weak cornea, and the iris will be plastered behind it. It is called the anterior staphyloma. Here is an image of the anterior staphyloma. Then second type of staphyloma is the intercalary staphyloma. It is the name given to the localized bulge in limbal area. So the staphyloma occurs in the limbal area where there is the junction of cornea and sclera, lined by root of iris, and it is lined by the root of iris, and it results due to ectasia of weak scar tissue formed at the limbus following healing of a perforating injury or peripheral corneal ulcer. When there is a peripheral corneal ulcer at the limbus or there is a perforating injury at the limbus, then there will be healing. And after healing, after that there will be a scar tissue formation, and these scar tissue will be weak. And if this weak scar tissue will bulge, they will be bulging a dilatation of that weak scar tissue. They will be bulge in the limbal area, which is like the root of iris, and this is called the intercalary staphyloma. There may be associated secondary angle closure glaucoma, which may cause the progression of bulge if not treated, and defective vision occurs due to marked corneal astigmatism. So, uh, this intercalary staphyloma, there may be secondary angle closure glaucoma also, and then there will be glaucoma that will further lead to the progression of bulge if the glaucoma is not treated, and due to the corneal astigmatism, the surface of cornea will not be so smooth, so curvature will not be symmetric, so the defective vision will be there. Treatment consists of the localized cephalectomy under high doses of oral steroids. So the cephaloma will be surgically treated. Then next is the ciliary cephaloma. As the name implies, it is a bulge of vis clara lined by the ciliary body. It occurs about 2 to 3 mm away from the limbus, and its common causes are thinning of sclera following the perforating injuries, scleritis, and absolute glaucoma. The next type of staphyloma is equatorial staphyloma. It results due to the bulge of sclera lined by the choroid in the equatorial region, and its causes are scleritis and degeneration of sclera in pathological myopia. It occurs more commonly at the regions of sclera which are perforated by the vortex veins. There are four vortex veins, and from where the perforation of vortex veins occur in the sclera at that region, that is the equatorial region, at the region mainly the equatorial staphyloma occurs, and it is the causes are scleritis and degeneration of sclera in the pathological myopia. What is pathological myopia? It is an extremely high amount of nearsightedness that causes a major alteration of the shape or the globe of the eye, which may lead to profound vision loss. And next type of posterior staphyloma, it refers to the bulge of weak sclera lined by choroid behind the equator. Here again, the common causes are pathological myopia, posterior scleritis, and perforating injuries. It is diagnosed on ophthalmoscopy, and the area is excavated with retinal vessels dipping in it, just like the marked cupping of optic disc in glaucoma. Above image that of the ciliary staphyloma at the region of the sclera, which is lined by the ciliary body. And posterior, the fundus photograph, it is a fundus photograph showing the excavation of retinal tissue in posterior staphyloma. And its floor is focused with minus number lenses in ophthalmoscope as compared to its margin. So here the session of the staphylomas completes here, and in Ayurveda it has been included in the Shuklagat Roga. Um, where we will study the corneal opacities and corneal ulcers in the section. You will study this. So our session completes here. Thank you so much. This session is powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you so much.